layoffs and economic winter is here. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruchah, and double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakatham. And the layoffs don't stop, man. They won't stop. Okay. I just saw another report today that Nestle laid off about 16,000 workers, man, just out of there. When these jobs lay people off, especially the ones that are happening now, these are not temporary layoffs. Layoffs are what's supposed to, well, layoffs are usually temporary. You know, the company has a down year, okay, so they got to do something to make themselves more profitable. That's not what's happening. You are being kicked out. These jobs are going away permanently to be replaced by AI, obviously, okay, which is another bubble, all right? And this is right around the time of Christmas time coming up. You got the holidays. We were just going into this, you know, around camp, how, you know, Esau will lay your ass off when you need that money the most, man, and you have more women crying than ever about how expensive things are, about how they can't find jobs, about, you know, basic thing that used to cost a small amount, you know, breaking the bank now all of a sudden. You know, somebody did a video recently going into about how Subway footlongs are like $20 now, man. I'm like, God damn, like it feels like a few years ago, you know, you had the $5 footlong, you know, but now it's like $20 if you get a footlong and load it up, you know. And so these things are the things that the men of the Lord warn you about, and we warn you not to trust in Egypt, man, because these things are coming now. When these layoffs continue to happen, and they continue to happen, it's gonna have a what do you call it? Collateral. You people are gonna be collateral damage, all right? And there's gonna be all kinds of other things that happen when people get laid off. What do? They burn up credit card debt, you know? So a lot of people are gonna default on their credit cards because they can't make the payments. They're gonna use credit cards to pay for things like rent, which you should not do at all. Okay, you should not be putting you should not be putting your rent on credit cards. If you do, you pay it back right away. Okay, you're an idiot if you're paying interest carrying over a balance from your rent. All right, you know, but that's what people are doing because they don't really have any other recourse. Okay. People are putting groceries on credit cards, their car note on credit cards, man. You know, and this is all well deserved because these people got greedy, man. They got proud as hell for 2020. A lot of women started doing OnlyFans. A lot of women got these work from home jobs, paying them 6 figures. Okay, making good money. They was bragging about working at Twitter and Facebook and Microsoft, and now look, you know, they cut all of them jobs, man. And they're going to cut more, and they're going to be the first ones to cut even more because that's where the AI is coming from, man. Okay? And y'all didn't consider, y'all didn't stack that money away, y'all didn't save. Okay? You didn't have a plan. You bought things you didn't need, like a BMW, all right? And most importantly, you didn't think you needed a man, okay? Because that's going to be the only thing that's going to be valuable coming soon, pretty much, because things will get out of control where even, you know, men that were prudent and wiser with their money, even they are going to hit hard times because that's the time that we're coming into. But you women are going to be the first ones to feel it, man. All right? And, you know, sisters are gonna be looking around, you know, for particular brothers. Hey, like brothers always tell y'all, sisters that do watch, hey, y'all waiting too long to get with a man of the Lord. Hey, you might just get plucked up out of there, man. You know, you're supposed to take your walk serious, man. And the Lord said women are saved through childbearing. That means through a man of the Lord. Now, can a woman be saved without a covering? Yes, the Most High can save you, but by and large, you know, you need to find a man of the Lord, man. Because when you understand what the scriptures are talking about when it comes to Jacob's trouble in the latter days, it's not just going to be people can't afford their groceries. See, not being able to afford groceries and not being able to pay for rent. All right, these things lead to something called food insecurity, and food insecurity causes crime and stealing to go up. Okay, and stealing leads to violence. Okay, violence leads to dead bodies. Dead bodies leads to pestilences, man. Okay, so these things are gonna stack up very, very quickly. You're gonna find out real quick how valuable a man is, and this is what the scriptures speak about in Isaiah 32. Okay. This is what the scriptures are speaking about in Isaiah 30, when it tells you not to trust in this system, man, because everything here is set up to destroy you, man. Okay? That's amazing that the witchcraft was so powerful. They got you to destroy your own people, man. Okay? To hate your own man, and kick him out of the house and think you're better than him. But you're gonna find out. All right? When the man that you left us for don't really like you like that, man. He was just hitting it. You know? He ain't about to wife you up. Alright? And you can't come back to us, because the so-called black man is about done with the so-called black woman, man. Okay? Same with the Northern Kingdom as well, too, because you got a lot of rebellious, adulterous women among the Northern Kingdom as well. You know? So these layoffs are going to compound, and they're going to compound. And then what else are you going to have on you? You're going to have no access to food stamps. Okay? Section 8, they're putting a squeeze on that. Okay, if you went to college and got your so-called degree, you know, I hope you don't owe money on that, because guess what? They're coming for that money. Okay? Even if you got a job, you can't just not pay your student loans. Trump is sicking them on you, man. He's putting a squeeze on you women who got proud and out of pocket, man. You know? Talking about you don't need a man, but them student loans, all right, they about to put you in a real naked chokehold, man. You know? Because you can't run from those. That's unbankruptable debt right there. Okay? You cannot get away from a student loan. If they know your social security number, look, don't work a job that requires a social security number. Okay? you better do a contractor job where you can work under the table here and there, you know, so you don't have to pay Esau, because they're gonna get their money. All right? Those things are coming. The rent moratoriums that were up in 2020, or Biden gave up in 2020, all of those things are coming home to roost now. Okay, all of the debt you took out, those things are about to backfire on you, and you didn't consider, man. You know? And what is all of this going to lead to? More dependency, you know, on the state. This is why we know the majority of people that are going to take that chip is going to be women. Okay? It's going to be women and the weak men that are associated with them. Okay? Even the strong men are going to take it. All right? So we already know the vast majority of women are going to take it, unless the Spirit of the Lord is on them. Okay? Or unless they're under the covering of a man of the Lord. You know? And so all of these things we break down to you, they paint a larger picture, because this thing is all going one direction, man. The job losses, they're not just job losses, they're going towards Esau's new system. AI is taking over. Okay? And what does AI want? He wants centralized control, man. That's why he wants something in you. When you read Revelation 13, where it says you won't buy or sell, okay? That's going into every person being centrally controlled. Okay, that's where everything is going. That's why cars and auto parts are not being made as much anymore, because they want you in these new electronic cars. They're basically smartphones with wheels on them. Okay, that's why Elon Musk is set up. Okay, to build these robo-taxis and these robots. All right, and eventually they're going to put you on something called universal basic income, where they're going to make that part of the deal, because AI stands to take over 100 million jobs. That's the estimate as of right now, man. You know, all of these white collar jobs, long-standing jobs like being a lawyer, that's going to be over with, man. All right, you're not going to need a lawyer, because all of the U.S. tax code, even international law, will be at your fingertips. You know, with just a few questions. Okay, affidavits and all of those things. So a lot of high-powered women you know, that you went to law school, you became an attorney, and you beating on your chest talking about you're an independent woman. Guess what? It's gonna be over with. A lot of y'all about to be selling it, like Corey Holcomb said. He said, just hold the line, brothers, because all of these bad women that have been talking all of this, you about to be able to get it for about $40. And they showed you that in Venezuela, all right? When they was it Venezuela? It might have been Argentina, where they had they were on the brink of a famine, man. All hell was breaking loose there. And what did you have? You had women that were doctors, man, out there selling it, you know, because that degree didn't help her in that time to come. That money didn't help her when it came down to being able to hold your own and defend yourself. All right, she needed a man in that day. All right, and that's what a lot of you women are gonna do. You're gonna result to your baser nature and just start selling it overtly, because all of y'all are doing it subvertly right now. A lot of you are doing it overtly right now, but most of you, the vast majority of you, are doing it subtly. Okay, but that's gonna be your reality, man. You know, and we are trying to warn you. You know, bidding you to the marriage to repent, get in order. But everything we say, if it don't sound good, you reject it, man. So now Esau gotta tell you, man. Esau gotta throw you away, like yesterday's newspaper, as they say. All right. Then you'll believe it. Then you'll cry for a black man to come save you, and hey, they're not saving y'all, man. All right. Jake is getting out of this simp spirit, even though you still got a lot. A lot of them are getting out of that simp spirit, man. All right, because they've gotten fed up. You don't get anything from it. You know? So watch for this thing to get much, much, much worse. All right? The serpent is getting ready to make his move. He's almost ready to take his mask off fully, which he basically is now. But he's getting ready to fully turn up on y'all, man. You know? So I'll end it there. I just wanted to say a few things on that report. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, Shalom, Yashua.